Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. You were expecting to see me in Ohio. I'm not in Ohio. I am in my room at my house because we're getting a crazy winter storm. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog that is going to be completely different from what I had planned for the content. So let's just figure out what we're doing with our lives. If you've seen the plan with me in the last vlog, you know that my friend and I were supposed to be going to Texas to be cuddling wild animals at the Texas Wildlife Park. And now we're not, because it's going to fucking storm everywhere. There's going to be so much snow and so much ice and just a whole mess of things. And there's nowhere in the country that's safe unless you get to California, which I thought about doing. But then my dog made this face. And now I have to change that plan. So we're home. I don't know what we're doing. I might have to completely reset my entire brain. I have such a headache today. This is day 5 of having a headache in the morning. I had yesterday, I was mostly off from the headache. I felt better from the headache, but today it's back and it's real bad and it's affecting my ability to think. So I'm going to try to get some stuff done. What I'm going to start with, I'm going to walk up the hill so I get my steps started for the day. Good job, me. And I am going to get some breakfast and try to fill out my planner page while I'm having breakfast. That's the goal. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to go to a new place. I'm going to try to just embrace what I would be doing if I was doing my real plans, getting breakfast at a new place. Okay, we're gonna try it. This place is called the Upstreet Diner up the hill here. It's supposed to be very good. I have never been, but the pictures online make their little salmon plate look amazing. Also, all of their pancakes and French toast look amazing, but I need some protein, so I think I have planned out what I'm gonna get. Do you guys do that? Do y'all go on the website and look at the menu and decide what you're gonna get before you get there? That's what I'm doing today. I gotta make it as easy on me as possible because my brain is if you saw the last vlog, I ended it by explaining what's happening, but here's the brief part of it. We were supposed to go to Texas. I was gonna be driving with Layla Grace from Pittsburgh to Cincinnati last night, Cincinnati to Hot Springs, Arkansas today, Arkansas to Dallas to pick up my friend on Thursday, tomorrow. We're going to stay the night in Dallas. Then we're going to drive through Texas, through Waco, Austin, and then end up in San Antonio. And we're going to stay in San Antonio for 2 nights, go to the Texas Wildlife Park, which is an hour and a half-ish north of San Antonio. And then I was going to drop her at the airport Sunday morning. And then I was going to drive up to Shamrock, Texas and start driving Route 66 home. But then there's a massive, what are they calling it? A generational winter storm. It has a name. Fern. I think it's Fern. It's going to be a hot mess. It's going to be a hot mess everywhere. Fern is bringing the wrath of the gods. I don't know. It started out that we were going to be okay because we were going to be ahead of it before it hit Dallas, and then stopped in San Antonio where it was not going to hit until it passed by, and then it would just be driving through the snow would be there. You could see it, but it would be fine and sunny. But then the model shifted, and now everybody's going to get ice. You're going to get, because they're going to go, if you start at the bottom of the United States, you're going to get ice, then you're going to get ice and snow, then you're going to get snow, and then you were going to be okay, but now you're going to get snow, and it's just going to be, there's no safe place besides California, which I did consider going to. So I have some ideas and plans for the week. Husband has a conference, they call it an on-site, and so he is there right now. He's done it too. So I'm I'm going to get some breakfast, try to get my brain together a little bit, try to get this headache to go away. I can take some headache medicine. And then I'm going to see where the day goes. But I have some ideas about stuff we could still do. Regardless, my plans this week are going to be try to get my life together and try to get back on track. The stuff that I'm behind on, this is a good time to catch it up. Okay, we're going to just shift our situation. We're going to just make the best of what's around. And we're going to do what we can. I have to unpack my suitcase. That's going to suck, but I have to do it. And we rescheduled our trip. The good news is we rescheduled our trip. We just took it off the calendar and just scooted it down into March, and we were done. So that's going to be okay. However, now I'm what do I do with myself? So One thing I can try to do now is get a lash appointment, which would be wonderful because I wasn't going to be able to get one, and my lashes, as you can see, are struggling. So I'm going to pop on and see if Katie has anything available this week. And then when husband is done with work at 2, he said he should be home by 3 from the conference. So we can talk about some other ideas that I had, and we're just gonna go from there. So let's go get some food. I'm gonna show you this it's not new to me, it's been there for a couple of years. So new to me diner. We're gonna pretend that we're on a fabulous road trip, trying new things, experiencing new stuff, and let's try to do it. Let's try to do what we can. If I'm gonna be stuck here and off work, oh, let's bring the snow. Like, I'm seeing models that say maybe 12 to 18 inches in Pittsburgh. Bring it. Bring it, my friends. I want to sit at home, being cozy AF, watching the snow, watching the local news, reporting on the snow, and referencing the blizzard of 93. Like, every time they reference the blizzard of 93, you got to be like, take a drink. Or you'd be very drunk. You should not take a drink. You maybe take a bite of a cookie or something a little bit less harmful. We're gonna just have a storm week. We're gonna get our storm chips, Mel. I'm gonna get my storm chips, okay? I don't know what kind I'm gonna get. I'm gonna build my own storm chips since I can't get it shipped here to Pennsylvania because of fucking tariffs. So we are just falling apart one day at a time, riding the dumpster fire down the snowy highway. So come along with me, my friends. I'll just walk up the hill, get breakfast, and work on my planner. It'll be so nice, and I'll get my steps in. It's not supposed to snow until later tonight. One of these days I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move to the desert for real. FML. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Thursday morning, and Layla Grace and I are headed to New York City. Did you think we were going to end up there when we were talking about going to Palm Springs and flying into Long Beach because that's where the sales were? We are going to New York for 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow. We're going to see Chess the Musical, which is like, I love the soundtrack to Chess the Musical. I have no idea if I'm going to like the play because I've never seen it because they've never toured with it before. They've never done a recreation of it when I have been of age to go to a Broadway show. So it's there. It was supposed to only be there through March. It just got extended through June, so maybe that means it's good. But we are going to go tomorrow night, and then we'll be home Saturday before the storm hits. So husband is flying in tonight. He has meetings all day, so he couldn't come out and drive with us. He couldn't take the day off. So he's got a night flight. He's going to fly into LaGuardia, and then he's going to meet us there tonight. And so that means when Layla and I get there, we'll have like maybe 2 hours or 3 hours to ourselves so I can get some writing done before husband arrives, and then we can go have dinner, some drinks. We're going to take Layla on the subway. I'm so excited because you can take Layla on the subway if she has a bag that she fits in, and she does have a bag that she fits in, and I can't wait. So my first time ever driving to New York. We always like take the train or fly occasionally. So we'll see how this goes. I've driven through New York, both directions, multiple times, but never like into the city. So I wanted to leave a little bit earlier, but you know, it is what it is. We got ready when we were able to get ready today. So let's get on the road and go to New York. We made it. When we turn off Fire Badabastu. She is so excited by all the flashing lights. Look at her. She's like, what is that out there? What is that? It's all these cool lights, huh? Yeah, I think she would love Times Square. Unfortunately for her, mommy does not love Times Square. So we're here though. We made it to the big city, huh, babas? Huh? Are you excited? Are you excited? Yeah. So cute. We have stayed at this Kimpton. I'd say this is the 4th time now, maybe? I think
think we stayed here once a year, every year since it opened. Maybe actually not 2024 or 2025, so this is our third time. And there's the baby. Oh, so cute. She was a good girl in the car. She was fascinated by the lights, as I mentioned. And then here we have king bed. Got some, they consider this like a counter space that you could like you could put a chair under here, but there's not a chair. I guess you could scoot this over maybe. But we got this little desk so husband can work from this desk. Next to Layla tomorrow. He is gonna be getting on this plane soon. And we're gonna have a good time. Are you scared of the sign? Okay. All right. I'm coming. We're taking Layla to Barking Dog, Hell's Kitchen over here. She's gonna have something off their doggy menu. So many smells, huh? She's like, wow, New York has a lot of smells. Having the best time. But anyway, they have happy hour. We're gonna get some drinks and snacks for ourselves and get her a little puppy plate before we go in and have our real dinner. Barking Dog restaurant, here we are. No. What are you doing? Are you excited? This is yours, but it's too hot to eat. It's way too hot for your little toes. Set your toes down. Good girl. You're so excited for dinner, huh? You were so excited for dinner. I know. You're so cute. You being so good. You should get your little dinner plate here. It's a little too hot. You brought it out. Very warm. You're so good. You're so good. Okay, ready? Have just a little bite. Little nibble. Yeah. Oh my God, you got crazy eyes. Okay. That's enough for now. Pace yourself. So fast. So speed. She's like, get me into my cozy. She's like, this is my hotel. I know where it is. You knew exactly where you're going. You're so smart. You're so smart. Sleeping puppy with some calming music, and then in the bed there's a cute sleeping puppy. You didn't move the whole time we were gone, did you? You just sat in the bed watching your stories, huh? And your stories were a sleepy puppy sleeping. Oh my goodness, you're so perfect. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning and we slept in. Husband's still in bed. It's like I've been up since like 7:45. It's like 8:10 now. And like I said, when we stay here, we always take the other stairs. We always stay at this same place, so I kind of know like what's in the area. So there is like right across the road, there's a little bodega. So I'm gonna go there, get some Doritos. These stairs are so steep. There should be coffee down here in the lobby until 9. So we get us coffees and get some journaling and get a shower, and then make my plan for the day. We're gonna feed Layla. But I went to a lot of nice spots last night for snacks and cocktails. Got my steps in. It was a very nice night, and now I'm very tired today.
stairwell update number 2 of the day. So I had breakfast, really good breakfast, very delightful. It was like a salmon, it was kind of like a salmon plate, but instead of having bread, it had tater tots. Like it had a beautiful little salad with tater tots. Sorry, the motion light is shutting off here. But anyway, so it's like at 1 o'clock, a little bit later than I wanted it to be, but I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna just hang out in the lobby for a little bit because I'm like between coffee and alcohol. Like I've had too much coffee for another coffee yet, but I'm not ready to switch over to alcohol. So I have my like water bottle. They have ice machines, like drinking ice, not just like ice bucket in your room here at the Kimpton. So got some ice, got some water. I'm gonna sit down here and try to get an hour of writing in and then look at my schedule. Hello everybody, it is now Friday afternoon, almost sunset. We are at Central Park with Layla because I wanted her to be able to walk in Central Park. So we just took her here for a little trot around. We had to take an Uber here, or we took a Lyft here, because she can't walk the distance from our hotel to Central Park. But I wanted her to get to walk around in here a little bit. Where are we going, huh? What are we doing? Oh, it's breezy. Let's keep walking. Let's go to the little bridge and then we'll turn around, okay? Come on. Come on. Good girl. Yeah. That's a good girl. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Under an olive construction. There it is. Come on. Come on. Come on down the steps and we'll put you in your bag. What are you doing? You in your subway bag. Subway bag. Our train's coming soon. It'll be here very shortly. Ready? You ready? Here she goes. Here she goes. She's so happy. Good job! Hi everybody, we are home from New York. We had a great trip. Layla was such a good girl on the subway. That was just like so fun to be able to take her on there. She was a little scared about the trains coming into the station, but once and it was cold. There was like a cold breeze, so I was like snuggling her up close to me while we were waiting for the train to come in. But she did really well on the train. She was like totally fine once we got on there and like walking around the station and everything. It was just like when the trains were coming in, she was like, oh, it's so loud. But she did great, and she just loved being carried around in her little bag. It was so funny. So we got on the road, and it took us a lot longer to get home. There was an accident on the turnpike, which was like an Utz, which is like a potato chip brand. If you're not from Pennsylvania, you may not know them. UTZ Utz is the name of it. Maybe you've seen it. One of their trucks, like, I don't know what happened, but it like part of it got torn off, and there were cheese balls all over the road. So hopefully everybody involved in the truck was okay. We didn't see any other cars involved in it, but they might have cleared it, but we were stuck in 40 minutes of traffic. But I hope everybody was okay, because then the aftermath of seeing the PennDOT workers with those like big like stadium brooms, you know, that you push all the trash over into the corner, just rolling giant tubs of cheese balls down the road to clean them up. that was like worth sitting in 40 minutes of traffic. So hopefully everybody in the accident itself was okay. But some horrible shit has gone on in our country yet again today in Minneapolis, and I've been on a doom scroll, and we were in the car for like over 6 hours with the added traffic, and I've just been scrolling and refreshing all day. So I gotta break out of this, and I feel scared. I feel anxious. I don't feel good, and I don't know what's next. What keeps happening? When does this finally stop? I don't know. So I have to get my steps in. Husband wants to watch a movie, so I was like, okay, well, he's gonna try to bring down my walking pad so I can like walk while we watch the movie, and then we're gonna order pizza. So the big snowstorm is coming in tonight, so I'm gonna try to keep my spirits up by enjoying the big snowstorm because it's my weekend off. Like, I swear, aside from Snowmageddon, when there's big snows, I tend to be working those weekends and having to drive in it, but I don't have to this time. So my plan had been to take a nap and then get ready, because it's supposed to start around like 11 or 12, and then like I want to like set my alarm and like every hour give you an update and like try to make a fun game out of like the snowstorm. They're saying we're gonna get like 1 to 2 inches an hour, which is really crazy. We haven't had a snowfall like that in a long time. So I'm gonna try my best, but I need to like have solid plans to keep myself from just scrolling and panicking. So yeah, so it's just balancing everything going on is so much right now, but we got to do the things that we are able to do. So I'm gonna get my steps in. All right, the storm, the alert said it could be starting any minute now. It's 10 o'clock. Nothing out on the ground here, as you can see. Nothing in the sky except for spookiness. We're gonna check every hour. All right, everybody. We are at the 11 o'clock hour, and there's no lights. Holiday tree. And there's no yet. Okay, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and it is just starting. Apparently, it was like they moved the peak of like when the bulk of it is going to start up. So we're starting to get it now. It's starting to finally stick a little bit. All right, it's 5:30. We're checking in. You can still see grass, but the snow is coming down. But it's just really a very slow snowfall right now. So is this going to be a dud? Is it going to pass us over? I guess we'll see. All right, 6:30 a.m. check-in. Starting to snow heavier now, and almost all the grass is covered. You can still see our plants over there, but snow is coming down. The 9 a.m. check, everybody. It's coming down. As you can see, you can't really see anymore the grass. The birdies. I may have to feed the birds again today. They're starting to like go like quickly through their food, so we'll have to replenish that. You can hear some good crunchy snow sounds here as I'm standing on the porch. But it's still not that much. We were supposed to have like 10 inches. Come on, buddies. Come on, snow. I'm home for this one. Let me enjoy it, okay? Okay, I'm filming from inside because I wanted you to see all the birds, but they can see me, I think, through the window. Oh, here they come. Okay. They're just crowding around this. It's very cold too. So it is now, like 10:30? Quarter to 11. I've just been like no energy. So all my footprints from earlier outside there have been covered up. And the birds are going crazy at the feeder here, living their best lives. Husband's still in bed. Layla's still in bed. Well, Layla got up and had breakfast, but now she's back in bed. And I don't know what to do with my time. Okay, so it looks like we got more than I thought. It's still coming down. It's going to be coming down for the next few hours. You can see it's like pretty big out here. But we are definitely at 9 inches right now. That's a lot. That's crazy. All right, this is the 5:30 check-in. Let's see. Oh, we've got another inch. From last time I checked, it's up to 10 inches now. All right, because of the tariffs, we cannot get Canadian storm chips in the US, so we had to make our own with the flavors of the original Canadian storm chips. We got pickle, salt and vinegar, I wasn't sure which barbecue was going to be closer, so I got 2 different kinds, and then ketchup flavored. Here it is before we mix it. Storm chips for the snowstorm. We made girl dinner because we just didn't feel like doing real food tonight. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning. I have not really checked in the last couple days. I've just been not been feeling great, and mentally I had some like unnecessary work drama stuff Sunday night and Monday morning, and that really just set me back yesterday. So I'm trying my best to get back on track, and the good news is I really did get a lot of decluttering and tidying done. Stuff that's been on my mind for like months. I got some of that done. I'm gonna do some more today. The only thing I'm leaving the house for today is to get my lashes done. As you can see, they are really a crisis situation right now. So yeah, I'm going to do that at my appointment's at 12:45. But other than that, I'm just gonna lock in and try to get the rest of the stuff done. And I made a promise to my anchor group from Follow Through Fix that I'm going to get back to my channel and do my YouTube videos instead of just filming them and doing nothing with them. So I'm gonna set a timer. I'm going to use my brick today because I need to stay off the doom. I need to stay out of the doom. If anything happens, husband will tell me. I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm gonna brick my social media apps, and I'm gonna try to really just maximize this day before I head back to work tomorrow. So, I don't know. I'm not feeling good, but we're gonna get there. All right, I'm checking in. It's 9:20. Husband just went out to dig my car out so I can make it to my appointment. And I made my list of things I need to do. I have started some of them. Clean off the car, husband is handling that. And washing the holiday linens, those are in there. I did some other stuff that wasn't on this list, so I should probably put it on here so I can check it off. I swept the kitchen, and I was tidying up the bathroom. And there was something else I was doing downstairs, and I can't remember. But anyway, got some stuff on here. That's my candle. My woodwick candle so that I feel cozy. So, okay, there's a lot on here still, but you know what? We're gonna get there, okay? We're moving. We're in motion. All right, everybody, it's 6:30. I know I was gonna check in every hour today, but it has been a day. So last night, husband and I were like talking about the snow, right? So we got about a foot of snow. And I had to be somewhere today at my lash appointment. So I was like, last night, I was so anxious about it. I was like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, it's okay. I'll do it all before, when I get up in the morning before my meetings. And I was like, okay. So he went out this morning, like an hour before his meetings, and he did the sidewalk and like our steps to our house. And it took him like 50 minutes. And then he had to go to his meeting. And so he didn't get my car out at all. And I was like, oh no. But I thought like, okay, it won't be that bad. I have 4-wheel drive, like it'll be all right. And so I went out there. I had to leave for my appointment. I was planning to leave at like 12:15. So I was like, if I go out there at like 11:45, that gives me like half an hour to do whatever. I go out there, and it was such a mess because the plow finally came down our street this morning and moved all the snow that was in the street in front of our cars. So there were like all of us neighbors were out there just like digging our cars out. So thankfully, husband and I parked next to each other. So I was able to just pile all the snow in front of his car so we could take my car out for the meantime. So, and then I put my parking chair there because I'm from Pittsburgh and that's what we do. We have the parking chair. But I ended up being late for my appointment, and I was like, oh my God. I like finally get out of my parking space, and then I like backed up to make sure I could go. I was good. Came inside, changed, got my stuff together, go back out to leave. And I got all the way to like the last foot, but before I pulled out of the spot, and I got stuck. So thankfully our neighbor was out, and she was like, just stay right there, hold on, I got it. She had her shovel out because she was shoveling her car, and she's like, it's just like a foot of snow, I can move it. And I was like, okay. So she moved the last bit, and I was able to pull out. So I finally get out, slide down the hill by our house because it was completely covered, and then I get to like the entrance ramp to go get on finally like get out of our neighborhood, get to the entrance ramp to go get on the freeway. And there is a truck completely stuck, like a Mack truck, like all the way across like 2 different lanes. And I was like, oh my God. So But they didn't have it like blocked off, and there's like 2 different ways you can turn, and there was a cop car there, and I was like, hey, can I get through? And he's like, well, I mean, it might be a minute. And I was like, well, that's okay. I was like, I have an appointment, and I'm just like, it took me forever to get my car out, and I'm running late. And he was like, well, you could just like turn around and go back. And I was like, sir, you don't know what I've been through today. And he was like, all right. So he like calls the snowplow guy, and like the cop like blocks my car. Behind my car so nobody else can come down. And then the snowplow guy and the tow truck guy like part the ways and let me through. And then they like zip everything back up as soon as I went through. And I was like, thank you. I was about to have a mentee bee. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I did finally get to my appointment. I got there like 15 minutes late, but then I was Katie's last person of the day, and she was like waiting on something with their new location today anyway, so she couldn't leave right after she was done anyway. She's like, do you want me to just stay? She's like, if you don't have anything else going on, I can stay later, and we can do like, we're gonna just do like a partial fill today because that's all she had time for. And she's like, let's just stay and finish it. So she did as you can see, they look fabulous. So that was nice. But then that was like much later. Then my mom was like, I'm stuck in the house. Can you please go get me groceries? And I was like, okay. I had to get some groceries for us. I got groceries for her. The roads were so I dropped the stuff off at her house. And then I had this like terrible headache in the back of my head that started like probably like around 11 o'clock. So when I was out there shoveling the snow, it was just like pounding and just making my vision like crazy, and I did not like it. So I took some headache medicine. I finally feel better. I'm having some caffeine, having some water, and I'm sitting down to do my stuff for the night. So the end result, I got a lot of stuff done today, but it was not like the stuff that I wanted to get done. It was other stuff, like digging my car out. Did not know that would take so long. Did get groceries, so that was good. So we're just gonna do like 2 quick meal preps tonight. And then I'm running laundry. I did some more tidying in the kitchen. I finally got trash bags. We're out of trash bags. And my goal with my accountability group for Follow Through Fix was to get a plan with me up today, and I just did. I just posted my first planner video outside of Vlogmas. So I feel good about that. I feel like weird posting, normal stuff whenever like everything in the world is just, at least in our country, is so bad right now and so scary, and like I don't know what else to do. Like, it's a weird place. So my friends were like, no, do it. You got to do your creative stuff too, and with everything else that we're doing. I'm like, okay. So I got that up. So I'm very proud of myself. So I'm gonna try to do some journaling, I think, and then I really do need to like kind of go through my Notion. If I can go through my Notion tonight and like recalibrate everything based on some changes that have happened in this quarter already, like with our trip planning and with some other stuff that's coming up, then that'll help me for the rest of the week, I think. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do a planner spread, catch up, and then do that. So I'm ready to film my next plan with me. It's just like I post one, now I gotta film one. It's just never ending. The march of time continues on.